Hello students, our topic for NLC now is lesson 17, using appropriate statistical measures in analyzing and interpreting statistical data. So let's start from a review. Directions. Give the correct answer. You can pause the video to answer all the questions. 1. In the last 6 class quizzes in mathematics, Chuck and Jill have obtained the following scores. Chuck, 7, 6, 8, 7, 5, 6. For Jill, he got 8, 7, 6, 9, and 1, and 7. So what is the mean score for Chuck and for Jill? So recall how to find the mean of ungrouped data. So sum of x divided by the number of scores. 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 8, 21, plus 7, 28, plus 5, 33, and plus 6 is 39. Divide it by 6. So the mean of Chuck's score is 6.5 or 6 and 5/10. For means of Jill's scores. So 8 plus 7, 15, plus 6, 21, plus 9 is 30, plus 1 is 31, plus 7 is 38. So divide it by 6. Therefore, the mean of Jill's score is approximately 6.3. Question 2i. What is the median of Jack's scores and of Jill's scores? So Jack's scores in ascending order are 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, and 8. Jill's scores in ascending order are 1, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 9. So recall how to find the median ungroup data. So just look for the middle values of the score. So median or average of two middle scores. So median of Jack's scores, we have 6 plus 7. So 6 and 7 are the scores in the middle. So divide it by 2. So we have 13 divided by 2, and therefore the median of Jack's scores is 6.5. So what about the median of Jill's scores? So look for the middle scores for Jillian. We have 7 and 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. Divided by 2, so we have 7. Therefore, the median of Jill's scores is 7. For 3i, which measure gives a better indication of their abilities in mathematics? So let's compare their mean and median. For mean of Jack's scores, we have 6.5. Mean of Jill's scores, approximately 6.3. For median of Jack's scores, we have 6.5, and median of Jill's scores is 7. So the median gives a better indication of their abilities in mathematics since Jill's mean was reduced by 1 poor result. Number 2, Yasmin manages a clothing store that sells ready-made men's suits. She has reported in the table below the number of suits sold in the available sizes in the previous month. This table, so we have suit size 30, 32, 34, 36, and 38. For the number of suits sold, so for the 30, 1 sold. 32, 3 sold. 34, 12 sold. 36, 8 sold. 38, 8 sold. So for this scores, the mean is approximately 35.2. For the median is 35 and the mode is 34. Which measure will give Yasmin the best indication of the size for which there is the greatest demand? So for this situation, mode suit size with the highest frequency of sales. I hope you answer all correctly the given questions. Let's proceed to lesson language practice. Complete the letters to form a word. Given clue to explain or tell the meaning. The answer is interpret. A summary measure that attempts to describe whole set of data with a single value that represents the middle or center of its distribution. The answer is central tendency. Exclude data that are collected or generated by statistics in process of statistical observations or statistical data processing. The answer is statistical data. Then exclude a descriptive analysis technique used to summarize the characteristics of a data set. The answer is statistical measure. Present for items 1 and 2. Sarah is a member of a team of men and women who play a popular outdoor sport. Each member of the team can contribute to the team's total score in a match. For Sarah's score, the team's last 8 matches have been 32, 37, 27, 35, 40, 28, 37, and 44. Thailand is a member of the same team. His scores in the team's last 8 matches have been 18, 52, 0, 18, 95, 15, 38, and 60. And pause the video to answer all the questions for item 1. Question number 1. For Sarah's scores, find the mean, median, and mode. So again, here are the scores of Sarah's. So let us find the mean. So to find the mean again, you will get the sum of scores, number of scores divided by number of scores. So you will add 32 plus 37 plus 27 plus 35 plus 40 plus 28 plus 37 plus 44 and divide it by 8. So we have 280 divided by 8. Therefore, the mean is 35. For Sarah's median, so you first arrange scores from lowest to highest. So we will have start from 27, 28, 32, 35, 37, 37, 40, and 44. Then look for the middle scores. So as there is an even number of scores, which is 8, the median is the average of the two middle scores. So we'll have fourth and fifth scores, we have 35 and 37. So get the average, 35 plus 37. So it is 72 and divide by 2. Therefore, the median is 36. Next, for the mode, Sarah arranged from lowest to highest score again. So mode is the score with the highest frequency. So mode is 37. Since 37 has frequency of 2, all other scores have a frequency of 1. So again, therefore, the mode is 37. Item 1, question number 2. The team coach is assessing her performance over the 8 matches. Which of the 3 measures should the coach use? The coach needs to know Sarah's average score in order to assess her performance. Therefore, the coach should use the mean. Question number 3. If able to use any one of the 3 measures when describing the quality of her performance to others, which one should Sarah be likely to use? So Sarah would likely to use the mode as it is the highest of the 3 measures. For item 2, you can pause again the video to answer all the problems. So I start from question number 1. For Dylan's score, find again the mean, median, and mode. So Dylan is a member of the same team. His scores in the team last 8 matches have been. So again, 18, 52, 0, 18, 95, 15, 38, and 60. So let's find out for the mean of Dylan's score. So again, mean is equal to sum of scores, number of scores divided by number of scores. So add all the scores of Dylan and divide it by 8. And therefore, we have 296 divided by 8. So the answer is 37. So the mean of Dylan's score is 37. So what about the median? So again, we need to find out the middle score. Arrange first in lowest to highest. So the scores, we have Dylan 0, 15, 18, 18, 38, 52, 60, and 95. So as there are an even number of scores again, so which is 8, the median is the average of the two middle scores, the fourth and the fifth. scores. So we have 18 and 38. So again, find the average of 18 and 38. So 18 plus 38 divided by 2 is 56 divided by 2. Therefore, the median of Dylan's score is 28. For the mode, so again, arrange from lowest to highest. So mode is the score with the highest frequency. So mode is 18. Since 18 has a frequency of 2, all the other scores have frequency of 1. So therefore, mode is 18. How does each of these measures for Dylan compare to those Sarah? So look at the table. So we have Sarah and Dylan, mean, median, and mode. Okay, for Sarah, Sarah's mean 35 and Dylan's mean is 37. For median, Sarah's got 36 and Dylan got 28. For their mode, Sarah got 37 and Dylan got 18. So therefore, as you can see from this table, Dylan's mean is higher, his median is lower, and his mode is lower. Next question 2. If able to use any one of the three measures when describing the quality of his performance to others, which one would Dylan be likely to use? So Dylan would use the mean as it is the highest of the three measures. For question number 3, the team coach is also assessing Dylan's performance over the 8 matches. If only one of the players can be selected for the next match, which one should the coach choose on the basis of the measure? So again, review this table of their mean, median, and mode. So the coach should choose Sarah even though the mean for her score is a little lower than that for Dylan's scores. Sarah is the more consistent player. I hope you get all the correct answers. Thank you for watching.